Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Rem, reporting from Bucket for Bucket Podcast. I'm reporting live from Los Angeles, but I'm in my Knicks gear because today is opening day. Today is opening season. We definitely are here to discuss basketball. We're here to discuss hoops. You know how we get down on Bucket for Bucket Podcast. This is our first official episode of the 2023-2024 season. Again, it's not just NBA. We're talking women's hoops, WNBA. We're talking college. We're just talking basketball. This is Bucket for Bucket Podcast. And you know how we get down on Bucket for Bucket. Chivalry is not dead on Bucket for Bucket. So we start with the ladies. It's always ladies first. And I'm going to start this episode by congratulating Elizabeth Williams of the Chicago Sky, who received the Kim Perot Sportsmanship Award. Second ever player on the Sky to receive that. The first was also Swin Cash. Shout out to the New York Liberty connection. And definitely want to give her that congratulations. Sticking with the WNBA and sticking with the Chicago Sky, Teresa Weatherspoon was introduced as the Chicago Sky head coach. And I just want to say that they made a great decision. And I see Chicago doing a lot of great things for the years to come, as long as Teaspoon is their head coach. She's definitely a motivator. One of the best to ever play the game and defensive players. She's one of the people who make an impact on the game without scoring the ball. So I can't wait to see what she does, what she implements, who she puts on her coaching staff. I do know a couple weeks ago, I believe I saw Cheryl Swoops, a.k.a. Air Swoops, put out her bid. She wants to either be an owner for her team, or she also put herself out there to be one of Teaspoon's assistants. So I want to see if Teaspoon picks up that phone and gives Cheryl Swoops a call. But we staying locked in on that. Staying with the WNBA, because WNBA is definitely hot right now. Women's basketball in general is hot, so you definitely got to get in where you fit in. Skylar Diggins, let's talk Skylar Diggins free agency, because she has the game on a strong hold right now. If you go on Twitter, you see everybody making a bid from all 12 cities, just making their bid for Skylar Diggins to come choose their destination. And I'm here to tell you, she's probably not going to choose the Liberty, and she's probably not going to choose the Aces, because that would just be crazy, right? But I am online telling her I think she should choose the New York Liberty, because being a New Yorker, you would like to see more of that energy and what she brings to the table. But Skylar Diggins is amazing, and she really has that strong. She has a strong arm on WNBA free agency right now. Her being the best free agent out there. And I'm going to tell you my opinion. I'm going to tell you my prediction. I do think Skylar Diggins probably made a decision already. And sticking with the Chicago Sky, I told y'all about Elizabeth Williams. I told y'all about Coach Teaspoon. And now I really think Skylar Diggins might be considering Chicago. I'm not hearing that. That's a story I'm just making up. That's just me being observant. I know she dropped some sneakers the other day. She dropped some athletic wear. And then I was looking at the athletic wear. I was looking at the colors of that scheme, and that was the Chicago Sky color scheme. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna throw out for you there. But I do think Skylar Diggins might end up choosing the Chicago Sky, and if she doesn't choose any of these other teams, but Chicago Sky, think of that. Tell me your thoughts. If Skylar Diggins goes to the Chicago Sky, how do you feel about that? You would have Skylar Diggins, KFC, Kalia Kappa, Marina Mabry. Then you got Elizabeth Williams. Definitely looks like a good team on paper, and having a motivator like Teaspoon would be very helpful. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that transpires. Sticking with the WNBA, because we have to, if we can't speak about the WNBA without speaking about the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty, because that's the hottest thing. That's been the hottest thing all summer in women's basketball. And they definitely delivered, not only through their regular season matchups, but also in this WNBA Finals. Although we didn't see a 5 games like we all wanted to see, we did see the Aces repeat back-to-back and beat the Liberty on their home floor. And then after that, it was just it's been fair game. They've been going crazy. They definitely been going crazy. They got the fans going crazy on both sides. Then we have the players getting involved, the coaches or coach in Becky Hammond's case getting involved, making her 2 cents. But the trash talk was crazy. They definitely been getting a little bit personal, some of the personal shots. I know you all heard Kelsey Plum's comments that she also retracted eventually. But she made those comments. Then you have your comments from Becky Hammond at the parade that Asia Wilson will be the greatest WNBA player to touch the floor. And at 27 years old with her accolades, she might not be lying at all. Asia Wilson taking it up a notch from where she's at right now is scary for the league. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to call out the fact that they called the three-peat. They said it. They said, "What's up?" They ready for all the smoke. And I kind of like everything that's going on right now. All the trash talk, all the back and forth. Just before it gets personal, or anything. I love all of it. I just don't want to see it get personal. But I think this is great for the WNBA. This is great for their rivalry. New York Liberty, they just chilling right now. They chilling right now. I'm pretty sure they taking receipts. They got a lot of bulletin board material for next season, but we'll see how this all transpires, man. But as I stick to the Aces and the Liberty, I have to speak about WNBA Twitter because WNBA Twitter is wilding. Some of you guys, you can tell who watches, who hasn't been watching, who's a casual fan, who just came in and who's just supporting because something's hot or somebody's saying this person's name too much. And like some of the comments, the commentary for the fans, it's all right. As fans, it's all right to have opinions, but I feel like it gets bad when they're like detrimental opinions, when they're disrespectful opinions, when y'all are going crazy without understanding the facts, doing your own personal research. And if you're not even playing the sport or anything like that, a lot of you people have a lot of commentary that y'all shouldn't be having. So I don't know what's up with WNBA Twitter, but it's definitely buzzing right now. A lot of people, a lot of chatting going on WNBA Twitter, but we gonna see how it goes. The WNBA, I think this is one of the best seasons because it's like you don't often hear once the WNBA is done, it's done. It's done. Like you don't keep speak like right now. We have a lot more going. You talking about Skylar Diggins free agency, then you talking about the parade that just happened, all the trash talk, everything. Like teams are looking to strengthen, and then you got to bring into the fact that Golden State coming in 2 years. It's a lot of amazing things, for women's basketball. But like I said, this is Bucket for Bucket podcast, the WNBA wrap up. Now let us get into the nitty gritty of the NCAA, not the NCAA, but the Big East. Because yesterday I got the opportunity to cover my very first Big East Media Day, and that was super dope, super dope. Just first of all, I went through JSN. I'm a writer for Jersey Sporting News. And I want to thank them for giving me that opportunity to, follow some of the players and write stories. Now, let me tell you how this went for me yesterday. So I knew I had the Big East Media Day coming up. I was approved for it. Greg Snyder from Jersey Sporting News gave us all the info, told us what to expect. And my assignment was to, come up with some fun content with both Seton Hall teams, but to also interview all players from New Jersey, to interview any players from New Jersey that were on any other teams. Of course, I'm doing weeks of research, getting everything in order. I got players' pictures, I got profiles, I got bios, and then I go ahead and I go to the next level, and I have about 3 to 5 questions for each player, including the Seton Hall players. So much space taken in my phone doing so, but I was ready and I was prepared. Get to Big East Media Day, get to Madison Square Garden. I'm excited, everything ready. Get there, and more than half of the players that I researched, that I did questions for, copied and pasted bios, they are no-shows. This is my first media day, so in my mind, I'm thinking the whole team is going to show. But in all actuality, each team probably had a few representatives or whoever could come out. I don't know how it works, but this is my first Big East Media Day, so I learned very quickly, like, oh, snap, And again, like I said, more than half of the people I prepared for were not there. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect. But one thing you'll learn about me, I persevere and I made the best of everything. It was a turnover on the play, but I got that next play mentality, and I'm like, let's go, let's get this out. We're gonna get this bucket, and I was able to figure it out, and we got a W. We had some great, amazing interviews. Spoke to a lot of different people, spoke to a lot of different coaches. Got a lot of love from media and other players. So I just want to shout out everybody for that. And then speaking of the Big East, they got some heavy hitters in the Big East men's side. I think they've definitely been in the Final Four a couple of times in the last couple of years. They've been winning the damn thing. Then you just have a lot of powerhouses. Then you got Rick Pitino coming back to the Big East, coaching St. John's. this is huge. This is really huge for basketball in general. So happy to see it. They will be balling out in Madison Square Garden doing that thing. Also, we can't speak Big East. We can't speak Big East basketball without sending our condolences to Coach Tasha Butt's family, who passed away the other day. I believe it was last Sunday. They definitely at Big East Media Day. Val Ackerman, commissioner, she definitely gave some words, and it was nice to see the Georgetown Hoyas, the lady Georgetown team, just coming together, and they had a lot of nice words to speak about their coach. I also, speaking of Georgetown, I also met Monica McNutt, Georgetown and New York. We met Monica McNutt. Happy birthday to Monica McNutt. It's her birthday today. And we got that news that she will be on MSG Radio during the pre and post game. We hope to see you on screen too, Monica. But shout out to Monica McNutt. And again, the Big East media family. Shout out to the Seton Hall teams, to both Seton Hall teams, because again, I got some fun content with the Seton Hall team. Shout out to Alamir Dawes, a guard. Shout out to both teams, man. Shout out to everybody who definitely showed love and got in with those rapid fire questions. It was a lot of fun working with y'all yesterday. So that was fun. That was dope. That was dope. Really quick, because we got to talk about it. We must talk about what we're here for today. Yesterday was the NBA NBA opener, and we had a doubleheader. But we have to speak about NBA. You know what we're here for? It's the NBA season. We'll be doing it all year, talking about the NBA, talking about our top picks. But this is a huge time. This is a big time. Yesterday we saw two games. We seen two games, and what was it? It was the you know what, before I even speak about the games, I have to speak about the fact that today, Wednesday, is the long awaited debut of Victor Wembanyama versus the Dallas Mavericks. If you saw the Mavericks prepping for Victor Wembanyama, they had Coach Shamgod. He had some extra height. He had to bring out the sticks and just bring extra room, because at the end of the day, Victor Wembanyama is a cheat code. I know a lot of people had a lot of critical things to say about this kid, about his weight, about his size, this, that, and the third. Everybody's so critical, but this kid is out of this world, and I want to see him do great. I want to see how the league handles him, like how they try to figure this out. So it's a lot coming, and I'm going to tell you, tonight is going to be an upset. I think they're going to upset the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think the Mavericks are that good of a team anyway, so we'll see how that goes and how that transpires. James Harden. We have to speak about James Harden. James Harden is traveling with the team, but he will not play against the Milwaukee Bucks on Thursday. James Harden is back on his bull. He's back on his thing. I don't know what his situation is with what's that guy's name? I don't know what his situation is with Daryl Morey or anything like that, but obviously it's all kaputs. But he is with the team, but he will not be playing, and that's the right decision, because James Harden at this stage where he doesn't want to be somewhere is a detriment to your team. I don't understand how James Harden is still wearing NBA uniforms after people like Carmelo Anthony, I'm going to speak specifically about Carmelo Anthony, because we remember Carmelo Anthony was pretty much like blackballed from the league, for like 2 years. And he retired this year and didn't retire the right way. And you have people like James Harden doing what he's doing constantly to these different teams and organizations. And you have to attest it to the type of nature that the NBA has been bringing with all of these players kind of choosing their destinations. Not that there's anything wrong with choosing your destination, but this man James Harden is habitual, and he is doing it like every single year, middle season, half season, it don't matter. But James Harden, I don't get it. I just hope to see that situation just over. I want to see Embiid to just request a trade, because what Philly's doing to him is just detrimental to his career. He's getting older. He's not getting younger. You're not getting any healthier. So, before you risk any injuries or anything like that, while you're at your highest level, I think it's best for Joel Embiid to just part ways with the Sixers while they figure all of that mess out. And then back to yesterday, the Nuggets straight up stomped the Lakers. I'm not going to speak about this too much, because the Nuggets keep stomping on the Lakers. Like, when are y'all going to fight back, Lakers? Like, it's crazy, because they did the "Who's Your Daddy" chants, right? In Denver yesterday. You know how much Denver's been talking. Denver been talking just as much as the Aces been talking to the Liberty. and they kind of been ishing all over LA. And LA came in like, oh yeah, we got the bulletin board material. We waiting, this, that, and the third. Y'all was waiting. And then y'all lay an egg like that. Horrible, horrible play. Disappointed to watch that type of basketball yesterday. It looked like it was close in the end, but don't let that fool you. They got smacked up. They really got smacked up. They didn't have no answers. They held AD to under 8 rebounds. I took AD on a parlay for 3 offensive rebounds. He had one. He had 1 rebound at the half. It was that kind of day. So Joker with another triple double, and they just playing with them boys. Lakers, y'all got to figure it out. The Denver Nuggets are y'all daddy right now. I cannot even fight for that. Phoenix beat Golden State last second. Booker goes crazy. Without a doubt, Devin Booker, that is Devin Booker's team. I was talking to my cousin Stats sometime last year, and he's like, oh, this might be KD's team. Nope. Devin Booker is the man on that squad, and my bold prediction is that Devin Booker will be in the top 2 for MVP running at the end of the season, and I truly believe so. I'm standing 10 toes on that. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about that. And but Golden State, speaking of Golden State, I don't know what to think of Golden State. They got a lot of work to do. Obviously, Draymond wasn't there yesterday, but in general, I think they're just a really undersized team. And now that Klay Thompson ain't Klay Thompson no more, you realize how much of a bad shot taker he is. Like, he's really a bad shot taker. Not trying to shit on Klay Thompson. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever play the game, one of the greatest shooters to ever shoot the basketball. But right now, as he's older and he's lost his step a little bit, you just see that he's not that same guy. And not saying that you should be the same guy, because Father Time is undefeated, but just he's a bad shot taker. He's pretty much taking the same shots he's taken all his career. And even in those bad shots, he's hit them. So we haven't said anything. But right now, we're really seeing that Klay Thompson is a bad shot taker. And that's all I could say about that. What do I have for y'all next? We got a couple games. We got a lot of games on the slate today. I am going to give you my season predictions, my season end predictions for this season. Okay, let's talk about it. My season end predictions for this season before I give y'all some of my betting picks. Real quick, I do have a couple of picks for my season ends. We're gonna start with the most improved. I'm not gonna lie, I can't start with most improved because I don't know who's gonna be most improved. So I'll take that off my list real quick. But Rookie of the Year, here's what we got. Rookie of the Year, we got Victor Wembanyama. Defensive Player of the Year, we got Victor Wembanyama. Sixth Man of the Year, we have Emmanuel Quickly. The scoring champion will go to Joel Embiid again. And the MVP of this season will be the first player to get Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and MVP in one season, Victor Wembanyama. That's who I got. That's my bold prediction. Yeah, call me crazy. I don't care what y'all got to say. And my finals prediction, my finals matchup, I'm still trying to figure that out. I was on WHCR the other day, and I said Milwaukee Bucks versus the Los Angeles Lakers. And after the performance I saw yesterday from the Lakers, I was like, oh, my God. But it could be either Milwaukee versus LA or Milwaukee versus Phoenix. We'll see the matchup. And I think I'm leaning more towards Milwaukee versus Phoenix to see that in the end. That would be super dope. That type of rematch with those teams coming back on that level. But that's all I got for y'all. Today is day 2 of the NBA. It's your boy Rem. This is Bucket for Bucket Podcast, reporting live from Los Angeles, y'all. Peace.